Hi artistas, let me show you how to do a beautiful flamingo. For the first steps, using a rainbow and a sponge. Just put water on the sponge to do the first steps and start sponging. And let me show you where we go. First, let me grab the pigments from my cake. Have it here. So let me show you where we go. We're gonna do a half circle right here and stay here with nothing, so we can go back and do the wings for the flamingo. Okay, so first we're gonna sponge by tapping like so, kind of like that. Put all the pigments there, kind of like that. Okay, now let's put this one on the side and grab a filbert brush, and I have bright pink and light pink in my containers. So let me grab all the color from my colors. Let me grab the colors and my brush to do the first stroke. So I go back and forth, grabbing all the pigments to the next step. Always make sure I have enough water so I can go and do the whole thing. So here's the middle. That's the reason why we leave space there. So from here we're gonna do a big stroke going up and going back and do another stroke going up, and we leave that space free for the neck and the face. So go back and grab more pigments. I just drop it. So let's grab the pink, and from here up we're gonna go and do some strokes going down like a teardrops to fill out all the space here. Okay, just like that. Do the same thing on the other side, like a big teardrop just to fill it out all the space there. Perfect. And everything here that is empty, just fill it out. Fill it out, fill it out. Kind of like that. Make sure you like the color. And here in the middle, I'm gonna do like a big U right here to close the space there. Fill it out, and connect. Okay, let me grab more color. One second, let me grab more pink. So now from the middle here, we're going up to do the neck. Even if we know the flamingos have a long neck, make sure it makes sense to you. Don't go and do the neck all the way up. So make sure where to stop and everything looks balanced. Okay, so here we're gonna do a big circle coming from here like that. I like big shapes, that's me, but you can do any way you like. That's the big circle here. With the line work, it's gonna be more clear for you. Connect. Okay. With a little more, with a little dark, light pink, let's do a little more strokes just to highlight here and there. Maybe on the head here, so we can see it. Neck, the wings. Just like by doing a little strokes, we can highlight here. There. Don't worry too much because we're gonna outlining with black, and you will see it. Anything you like to fill it out here, here. But the whole thing is having the wings on the side and the face and that placement right there. Like I said, you can go and do smaller or bigger depending on the size of the child forehead, and from there you have the freedom to do big or small. Now with white, we're gonna do the beak for the flamingo. Sometimes on the job you don't have to do fancy beaks, but I will do it here so you guys can see two different ways. Okay, I'm grabbing white on my round brush to do the beak, coming from here down. Here is the middle, down. Okay, if you see it's translucent, make sure you play with the pigments, with the white pigments, so it's not gonna be translucent, it's gonna be opaque. And do another layer maybe. Okay, let me do a dot for the eye, which is gonna be placed right here. It's a big circle there to do the eye. Do another layer really quick right there. Okay, let's move to the next step, which is play with the whole shape and do outlining in the whole thing. I'm using black and a round brush. Let me grab my liner so I can go and do the line work fast, because the liner can do longer lines and you can fill it out the line work faster. Okay, so we're gonna follow all what we draw, which we're gonna start with the head. Hope you guys can see. Okay, neck, kind of like that. The wings, one going up, the next one on the other side going up. Okay, now make the flicks doing this, making look like wings. Go fancier, go any way you want, but this is my fast way to do wings on the job. So I stay with very simple thing, very simple steps. I'm not going super fancy. Flicks going down, flicks going down. Hope you guys can see. And practice is always good for you, and you're gonna feel more confident during the events because you try shapes and designs often. We don't have school for face painters, but practice teach you so many ways, so many mistakes can be fixed by practicing because you see it. So do it, guys, do it. It's very good. So here I'm gonna do another layers, just kind of in the middle here, just to mimic feathers, and don't look so empty in that little space. So what I do, it was here kind of in a half. I'm gonna do the same thing here. I hope you guys can see. It's kind of dark here because it's raining, and I was so close not filming today, but I pushed myself to do it because I can make so many excuses to not do it, but I say yes, let's do it. So here I'm gonna do another layer, just whatever I feel I can add another stroke here, maybe in the inside, just to make it more fill randomly here and there. And here in the this part I will close it with just one stroke like that. Okay, Now let's do the beak and the eye. For the beak, I'm coming from the inside, going down, fill it out, stroke, and they have dark in the inside the beak, so do it. And like I have oval shape right there. Flick here to do the beak, and now the eye. So for the eye, I'm gonna follow all the circle. Let it out with black, or you can do the flick. Kind of like that. I'm gonna do like flicks for the eyelashes because I like it. Flick, flick, and expression there. Okay, I'm gonna add highlight, so don't worry about it. Let's put this one on the side and add highlights and little details here and there with just white and a round brush. 1 second. This is my round white paint, mixing my pigments. Now let's do some details in the inside here and there. First, let's do the highlight in the eye by doing 2 dots there. And here to match the maybe dots here and there, I'm gonna do dots here. Different sizes to add interest there. Okay, and maybe highlighting the wings just to make it more pop in the video and maybe in person. If you're using one stroke, you don't have to do this because pretty much every one stroke have light and dark colors, so that help you to don't try to do highlights. Highlight here. If I see it's too strong, go back and just tapping with the back of my brush, and then I highlighting the bottom part, highlighting the neck here. Touch it, gentle. And because I love rosy cheeks, I'm gonna add a little rosy cheek with my powders. But instead of doing pink, I'm gonna do orange here. And if you have a little extra, just go and tap here, tap there, tap here, tap there, here, there, whatever. So to make it more fun. Okay guys, let me add the little cute flower. I have this super small size petal brush, which I love it. I'm gonna use it to do a flower on the flamingo because they love tropical flowers, I think. Don't forget to subscribe, follow me on Facebook or Instagram. If you live in Houston, I do birthday parties, small and large events, corporate events, so you can find me on white, pink, and a little, just because I have the pink ready, but you can use any other color. And the tip of my brush, a little black, just to do a triple O. Okay, and make sure I have enough. Here I'm gonna pay attention where I'm gonna do the flower, and I'm gonna do it here by just pressing 3, 4, 5. You can scoop something up or something down to make it more cutesy, like a big beautiful headpiece. Or you can do flowers here. If you still have pigments, use it there, maybe on the other side. Kind of like that. Let's do the little dot in the middle. so you guys can see. You can do teardrops here, you can do teardrops there. Let me show you maybe. Just to close the whole thing. Go extra, guys, go extra. Sell yourself. Make a lot of tips. People love to see this. So do it. And you can add sparkles here, which that's my signature. I always do, and I love to do glitter all the way here. But you can change maybe the background on the flamingo, do like I said, glitter, add teardrops here, add more dots, go and fill it out all outside in white to highlight. Let me show you maybe super fast. Just to follow the whole thing. This one was not part of the video, but I love it. Just to give you another idea. I like that. I hope you guys like it. And like I said, if you live in Houston, book me for your next party event. I'm always ready to text you back, and find me on Facebook to send me a message. And I see you tomorrow for another tutorial. Thank you guys. Have a wonderful day. Adios.